Hi, Brian Scott here, and we are approaching the new West Cutoff. This is one that was in the plans and in the works for the last several years, and this is approaching from, say, Alcova Lake or 487. The whole idea of this is to get an unencumbered or a lesser encumbered road from this side of town to I-25 and to continue on. Of course, years ago it was Outer Drive that was the preferred path of many to get around Casper, but with the construction and the development around Outer Drive has become nothing but a stop and go and a bit of a challenge to get from one side of town to the other side of town at any point in time during the course of the day. And that's also been the truth from Paradise Valley, Robertson Road, Indian Springs, from anywhere out here into town. All you need to do is try to get from this end of town or from this side of town into downtown or into any part of town, 7 to 8 a.m. any weekday morning, or 5 o'clock on any weekday afternoon. So the planning started, I think it was back in the late 80s, early 90s, on this West Cutoff. And the whole idea was to put again, another road that circumvented the town. Meant not a lot of stops, not a lot of stop and go traffic, and really just a nice, easy way to get from one part of town to the next. This just opened December 31st, 2015, and it gives you a bit of an idea. You will see as we come up to the top of the hill a view of Casper that not many, unless you lived out in this area, have actually seen of Casper. And this is from west of Casper. You see down at the bottom that we've got a bridge there, and take a look at that view of Casper then from the west. So after this route was determined, and we'll get a pretty good look at any drifting or any issues here as far as snow, and it really doesn't look like many. You know, if there was a lot of plowing that happened out here, you would certainly see some of that. If there was any issues with ice out here, you would certainly see some of that. But it looks like pretty smooth sailing through this area. You'll see actually off to the right and to the left here. This is Phil and John Johnson's place, a family that's been in the Casper community and around the Casper community for many years. And we're coming up on the crossing of the Platte River. Looks like maybe a little drifting right in advance of the bridge and the other side of the bridge. And of course, this is another area that the county is going to have to take a pretty close look at when we have some storms and we have the wonderful winds of Wyoming as well. All concretes, and this looks like it was built to withstand the heavy truck traffic that is expected to utilize this particular stretch of road, again from one highway to the next. As we come up over the top, you'll see the historic trail marker there. That's the Oregon Trail. This is where the Oregon Trail passed, just above the North Platte River. And we get a look here north toward the airport. Get some pretty wide open country up here on top. Up on the old Spyder Road area. And as this was put in, still to this moment, you have a number of truck drivers who are unfamiliar with the area. If they just put in, say they're traveling through Mills and they put in Poison Spyder Road, they still end up down in the Oaks place down in the bottom, as opposed to moving around Robertson Road and then to the new highway. But you'll see here to the right and to the left. To the right up here, the old Poison Spyder Road bed that came through here and then traveled back over to the left or to the west. Poison Spyder still moves this way, but the entrance to Poison Spyder off of Robertson Road has moved about a quarter of a mile, or say a third of a mile, to the north. To the northern side of this crossover highway. This is the old Poison Spyder Road here, and the abandoned eastern part that goes over to Robertson Road. And then you'll see over here to the left then the now existing Poison Spyder Road. Coming up to the crossover, and this is the new intersection at Robertson Road. Robertson Road will be a stop sign, traveling northbound and southbound, as the highway will continue right through. You see the speed limit signs at 65 miles an hour. I'm sure this will take a little bit of getting used to. You see also this is where obviously some drifting took place and will take place, again in the wonderful winds of Wyoming. And again, this gives you a look at the tanks up above 2026, and we'll drop right in here to 2026. This is the big intersection. Up here you'll take at this intersection, this is the Yellowstone Highway. Here you take a left to take you to the airport. A right will take you into Mills and into Casper. And if you continue forward, this will be the cutoff straight to I-25. There you have it. It's a quick ride along the 7.5 miles of the Western Loop Highway here in Casper.